Hello, I'm Bradley and welcome. Today I want to talk John Frieda. It's a new product range which I've come across, and it's a product which is designed specifically for men, and it's all about extending that feeling from having your hair just cut at the barbers and really extending that sort of that fresh cut feeling. And a lot of the time, of course, it's sometimes quite difficult to replicate that style which is created for you when we have our haircuts. This style, I believe, is aimed at addressing those sort of issues, sort of making sure that you can style your hair in the same way that your barber does or whoever cuts your hair, and you can extend that sort of fresh cut feeling a lot longer. So let's jump straight in. So shampoo wise, this is part of a range which I believe consists of one part of a lifting system, and then the other part is a controlling system. The lift system is for finer hair, so for creating that thicker, fuller and lifted texture of hair. And to start with, there is a shampoo in the range, so it's this one here, so it's JF, so John Frieda London Man, and it's part of the fresh cut system, and this is the lift system. And this is the Energizing shampoo for thicker looking hair for easier styling with Keratin Protein. So I believe Keratin Protein bonds to the hair, makes the hair feel thicker and fuller, and helps in turn with the properties inside the shampoo to help hair grow potentially fuller and thicker. The shampoo, so on the back here, cleanses and strengthens, gives hair natural lift and thicker appearance with Keratin Protein. Your barber is your invisible wingman. He never fails to deliver fresh and dapper style that feels almost impossible to recreate at home. That's why John Frieda Man from the John Frieda collection is devoted to putting the tools in your hands so you can achieve the one thing you've been after: hair that looks, feels and behaves like a fresh cut style. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but that's always what I'm trying to do. After I've had my hair cut, I'm always trying to replicate that nice fresh style straight after I've had my hair cut. So in the range, there isn't a lifting conditioner, but there is a lifting energizing shampoo, which I've just shown you. So that's this one. So with the slight blue detailing on here. That's a really, really great product. So I've used that one this morning, and I've used that for the past couple of days. It's a product which is almost quite, it's quite sharply scented, almost like a real masculine cologne, but quite a sharp, almost sweet fragrance. Really, really nice product. It's almost like a creamy formula, and it does lift the hair. I wouldn't say hugely when the hair's dried if you used a blow dryer through your hair. It gives the hair a little bit of lift and a bit more texture in the hair. It's not a greatly conditioning shampoo, but however, of course, it's designed for lifting your hair. So it does give you that little bit more resistance in your hair, and it certainly does make your hair feel slightly more fuller. Moving on from that, in the range which I do, now there isn't a conditioner in the lifting range, but however, in the control, there is. Now this is designed for thicker hair, but this one here is the calming conditioner. So because I always like to use a conditioner, what I've done, because even though I've got fine hair, I've got a lot of it. Now very often after I've shampooed my hair, it can be quite crazy and almost quite sort of quite unruly. With this conditioner, because it's the control system, I find that it does help control my hair a little bit. It sort of almost makes it sort of behave a bit better. Very often if I've showered in the evening, I've rinsed through my hair, the conditioner, I did think first of all that I wouldn't have very high hopes for it, but I would give it a try. And I absolutely found straight away that this conditioner really, really calmed my hair down. So because it's fine, it can be sometimes quite tangled, sometimes quite difficult afterwards being shampooed and then conditioned through. This one really, really calmed that down, and a really, really great texture. Again, it's got a bit more, I would say, of a more masculine scent to it as well. It's almost got a bit more depth in the fragrance, so it's quite a sharp, I'd say quite a sharp, sweet sort of masculine cologne sort of smell in the shampoo. And the conditioner sort of control calming range, almost like a little bit more of a depth sort of note in there in the scent. Really, really great product. Just telling you a little bit about this one. Again, it's from the Fresh Cut style range. It's a calming conditioner. It intensively moisturizes dry, unruly hair, and it is really moisturizing. I can vouch for that. Certainly, it's got a really nice scent to it, and it's really that really moisturizing. It's got cucumber extract, so I believe that's what really calms the hair down. Just telling you a little bit more on the back here. So again, it's got the same statement about your barber is your invisible wingman, and really trying to recreate that nice fresh cut style after you've had your hair cut. I believe that's what this whole range is based on. So here, it smooths and detangles, intensively hydrates with cucumber extract. This calming conditioner revitalizes your dry, unruly hair, giving you the manageability to easily achieve your smartest styles. Now, first of all, when I read that, I thought that was a bit more of a too good to be true claim. But however, after purchasing it and trying it, on top of It's not, of course, I don't believe, designed to use on top of the Energizing shampoo, but because I'd like to use a conditioner, that's what I've done, and I believe these two products complement each other really, really well, and it does really, really calm your hair down. And in terms of calming it, I don't mean if you've got a sensitive scalp at all. This might not be the product for you, because it does have a really strong scent, and it's quite a strong, invigorating product, but if you've got quite frizzy and unruly sort of type hair, a really great product to use. And if you're looking for more manageability, then absolutely certainly one to go for. If you've got finer textured hair, then the lifting shampoo, which we've just seen, an amazing product for that. There is another shampoo in the range as well, which is to go with the calming conditioner to complement that, and this is the Taming Shampoo. So this one has the cucumber extract, and it calms and nourishes for easy styling hair. So the shampoo in the control system, so again here they both are. The shampoo calms and nourishes for easy styling. The calming conditioner intensively moisturizes dry and unruly hair. So the Taming Shampoo, I used this one, and I have to admit, because I've got a finer texture of hair, it was a really, really nice product, but however, because of my texture of hair, I did feel that the Lift Energizing Shampoo was better suited for my hair. Of course, everybody's different, but I do think if you had really thick, sort of quite ruly, and you were looking for more manageability, the Taming Shampoo would be really, really good. I found with this shampoo, it kind of almost went against the styles which I was trying to create. It almost made my hair feel quite heavy, which I suppose with that calming sort of notion in the shampoo, if you've got thick and quite unruly hair, that sort of calmingness on the hair would be what you were looking for. But for me, it wasn't necessarily a product which I was looking for. Of course, it's aimed, I believe, the calming system at people with thicker hair, sort of a much more thicker density. As I say, I have got a lot of fine hair and I've got a lot of it, but it's not, the individual strands aren't that thick. So certainly, great product, but it wouldn't be one which I would go back to using at all. Okay, so moving on from that, so that's the shampoo and the conditioner range. Really great product. John Frieda, of course, a really great, reputable brand for all different hair types, for men and women, of course. This is a range which is designed for men, and I would certainly agree with the Energizing shampoo and the calming conditioner, because of course with the Energizing I found that it really gave my hair that little bit of lift, and then the calming conditioner sort of calmed the sort of unruliness out of my hair. Really great product if you're looking for that fresh cut feeling. Moving in then for how you would style your hair. On the control system there are a number of different products, and I believe there's a controlling lotion, sort of a styling cream, a little bit more on the terms of I would have thought like a gel or like a matte paste. I haven't actually purchased that, so I couldn't tell you about that product, but I know in the control system, which we've had a look at, there are, I believe, another 2 products, both aimed at controlling and calming down that thicker, sort of unruly hair to give you that manageability. I believe there's a paste, and there's also like a putty in that range as well. I can absolutely confirm from me trying this shampoo and the conditioner of the controlling system, really great products, really great to try, and absolutely I can't shout enough about the Energizing shampoo if you've got fine hair. A really great one to give a try. For me, of course, because I've got that finer texture of hair, I have then gone on to look at the styling products of the lifting system, and for me that's the Lifting Clay Cream, and that's the Lifting System Humidity Blocking Hairspray. Really, really great products, and I'm quite surprised by them as well, and we'll go into that in a little bit more detail. So the actual texture of the lifting clay, I was really, really surprised. So I've used a lot of clays, putties, and a lot of those sort of products to create texture and lift in my hair. This product here, this is a new one I've just bought, and my last one I actually went through quite quickly. It didn't really take me, I would say it's, again, using less is more. For me, if I'm creating like a look what I've got today, sort of like that casual look, but something which I don't really want to shout where I've really, really overly styled my hair, this product, really, really nice product. I went through one of these in about maybe 3 weeks. I got through one of these, so this is my new one which I've just opened this morning and I've just started using. The texture really, really surprised me, and it's not very often I really sort of like clay products and keep going back to buying them. The ones I usually stick to are Got to Be in the Schwarzkopf Got to Be range in the orange container, are a really, really nice product which I keep going back to, and of course the VO5 products as well. This one I have definitely gone back to, and as I say, this is my second one I bought. The smell, which I absolutely love, is almost like an aftershave cologne, and it's a really nice smell which you would use for your hair. This product, it's something different which I've never really come across in a product, which is almost like a cream product, but it's not. It's a clay, of course, and it gives that so much moisture, but however it gives a lot of resistance, fullness and texture in the hair. So of course naturally I would think that would be quite drying and it would give you a lot more resistance and almost like a dry texture in your hair. It doesn't. It gives a really nice moisture, but of course at the same time that hold what you're looking for. If you've got shorter hair, this product would be absolutely fantastic at lifting your hair. It says on here, so it texturizes and thickens for all day hold. First of all, whenever I see thickens on a styling product, I always tend to think that it coats the hair. It doesn't actually use your hair to lift what you have. This certainly does that. Of course, it slightly coats the hair, but it lifts what you have. It grabs every hair from your scalp, and of course with that nice scent, it gives you a real nice sort of extended sort of barber's feel finish to your hairstyle. A really great product, which, as I say, this is the second one I've purchased, and I really enjoyed using it, and I will certainly go ahead and use this in the future. So this product here, it's got the Keratin Protein in there. Now I believe that's for creating a fuller texture, sort of that sort of working with your hair to create that thicker, fuller, denser feeling, and I can certainly absolutely vouch that it certainly does that. So it's got on the back here, let's tell you a little bit more. A man needs two things to achieve lifted, thicker feeling styles: his hair product and his hands. And I mean, of course, that sounds quite self-explanatory, but it's actually so true with this particular product. If you've got shorter hair or mid-length hair, an amazing product. I have to admit, I do use quite a lot of it. It's not a product which, for example, the other products I've mentioned, such as the Schwarzkopf, Got to Be, and the VO5 lifting clay, I don't use so much of that. This one, because of the nice creamy moisturizing texture, I do find I use not excessive amounts, but a lot more than what I would normally use, because I like that feeling in my hair. And of course, if you're introducing a comb and creating that more of a combed look with volume, a really great product to using. And I always find that you can never actually use too much, in my opinion. Of course, everybody will be different, and everybody likes their hair in different ways. For me, really nice product creating that lift. And then of course, when you've created that nice style, jumping in then with the Lift System Hairspray. Now this is a liquid hairspray. The only other one I've used like this is the VO5 Freeze liquid hairspray, a really great favourite of mine. If you've watched my review on VO5 products, that's one which I really love and use very often. This one, of course, because it's relatively new in the John Frieda London Men's range, is a product which boasts on the front here humidity blocking, locks in style with all-day hold Keratin Protein. And of course we're going back to that Keratin Protein, which I believe bonds to the hair, makes that hair thicker, fuller and denser. For me, I haven't really, I would say, just styled my hair with this product. I believe you could, absolutely, if you've got shorter hair, because I've got hair sort of at the length of about my nose here at the moment, possibly just a little bit longer actually. I'm using it as a product to go over the top of the style I finished, but if you've got shorter hair and it's dry, or you've just got towel dried hair, or you've just dried it off into a style which you want to hold, absolutely you could certainly spray this through your hair, rough it up slightly to create some texture and a really great look. For me, as I say, I've used the lifting clay and then I've gone in with the lifting humidity blocking hairspray, a really great pair to be using. This one here, in terms of texture, yes, it's a wet hairspray, but it dries so quickly. And in terms of, I would always compare a liquid hairspray to an aerosol hairspray. Now for me, I always think that this isn't necessarily going to hold my hairstyle so strongly or so quickly, but this one absolutely does. My favourite in terms of liquid hairsprays is a VO5 Freeze spray. I would say this comes really close to that, and the only reason why I wouldn't necessarily say it completely equals to it is because of the price range. It is a little bit more expensive, but however, it's a fantastic product. And of course, if it's on offer, then it's an unbeatable product. It's a really great product. It's a new humidity blocking hairspray just for men's hairstyles, and it's got that really nice sharp sort of masculine cologne scent, which the Energizing shampoo has as well. Now, I said slightly on a down note there in price because they are more expensive. If I'm sort of comparing it to the products which I use all the time, like the Got to Be Schwarzkopf range and the VO5, which are around about the £3–4 mark per product, these are £9.50 each. So, for example, if you're using the spray, that's £9.50. The lifting clay, again £9.50. The shampoo is the same price, and the conditioner is the same price. So of course, just for having the shampoo, the conditioner and the two styling products, that's around about the £40 mark. It's not very often, I have to admit, since this has come out, I've only seen this on offer, and I actually have only seen this in Boots and online at the moment. I don't very often see it on offer, which is a bit of a shame because it's such a great product. It's got such a nice smell, and it's just so great to be selling your hair with these products. I can absolutely vouch it really does extend that sort of barber's sort of just cut feeling in your hair. Really great product. I think if it was reduced ever so slightly, it would be a product which I would use readily and probably more often, because of you don't necessarily get too much shampoo in the bottles or the conditioner. It's a product which you can go through very, very quickly. I've mentioned that I've gone through 2 of these, and I would say in about maybe just over 3 weeks, perhaps slightly less than that. But the shampoo and the conditioner, for me, yes, they last, but they don't really sort of go that far, which is a bit of a down sort of moment on them. But they're certainly very, very good products, and I would certainly, if anybody sort of does like to spend that sort of amount, and of course you can spend an awful lot more on hair products, but for a high street brand, for me it's just a little bit, not I would say expensive, but just a little bit more than what I imagine some people would pay. But a really great product range all the same, and it's certainly something which I will continue as long as I've got them to continue using. I've really, really liked the lifting clay, so that's probably going to be a product which I will continue buying in the future. And certainly the lifting humidity blocking hairspray, a really nice product which I will certainly be buying again in the future, absolutely. In terms of going forward, how have I styled my hair? So I have used the John Frieda London men's range today. So absolutely first thing waking up in this morning, I dived in with the Energizing shampoo. Again, you don't necessarily need a lot, but sometimes I do shampoo my hair through twice. Of course, once to get all that product out your hair if you're washing your hair after a day where you've worn it in a style, and then you go in for a second time. Of course, in the morning I just wash it once. A really great product, lathers up really, really nice, and it gives you that real nice masculine sort of sharp, almost sweet sort of fragrance. It's a really, really nice smell, and it does give you that lift and that fuller textured hair. It gives you texture almost instantly. It's not got that much of a conditioning element, I would say, in the shampoo, but a really, really nice product looking for that energy and that sort of invigoration in your hair for finer texture. Then I've jumped in with the calming conditioner. Really, really nice product, and what it almost does is it calms the follicles of the hair down, I believe, rather than that sort of frizziness, that sort of unruly, unmanageable texture. It sort of calms all of that down. I presume that's down to the cucumber extract, and of course the lifting in the shampoo is down to the keratin protein. Really, really nice product. Then when I have gone in with a blow dryer, very sort of just rough through my hands, and then if I've needed to, I've gone with a small sort of Damon Raymond radial brush here, and I've just dried it from my front of my scalp directing it over my scalp and then to the back here, lifting, getting a little bit of lift in there, and then sort of once or twice just roughing my hands through it. And then after that, once that's dry and I've completely dried my hair, I've gone in with probably one of my favourite products out of the range actually, is the lifting clay cream. I have used, I would say, about half a golf ball size amount, and then I've used the same again on a second time, just rubbing it all through my hair in the roots and really getting that lift with my fingers in the scalp there, and then just styling my hair. As you can see with the definition I've got in some points, that's through with my fingers. I've really, really sort of liked this sort of casual style. My hairstyle is growing out a little bit at the moment, so this one, if I'm looking for that bit more of a relaxed style, possibly at the weekend or after work or whenever if you're going out, a really great product to jump in with, and it really works with you if you're going for that smarter sort of combed look, maybe even a lot more volume like a pompadour style, or if you're going for that gelled sort of side part look as well. Really nice product to be using. And then I would always just jump over the top with the humidity blocking hairspray. Spray that all over just to lock the style you've created in, which is exactly what I've done today. And it's a really nice texture, and it dries almost, I would say, instantly on the hair. Really, really great product range, and I have enjoyed using them for the last couple of weeks, which I have done, and I really, really like that. Again, when I say I've used them, of course, I sometimes mix some different products. If I've used Alpazin shampoo, then I might jump in with a calming conditioner, or use something like a Sanoxyl Professional conditioner, which I really, really like as well. I've used these products for the last couple of days, but I've used them on and off for the last couple of weeks. And very often I'm coming back to the lifting clay, which I really, really like, as I've probably said several times throughout this clip. So anyway, hope you really, really enjoyed that today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you can take some of those tips away. As I said, I've only seen these products in Boots at the moment. If you are ever around in Boots and you're looking at the men's hair product range, give them a try. You never know, they could well be on offer sometime soon. For me, I would say fantastic product would be even better if they were slightly cheaper, just because they are on the high street. But however, having said that, if you're looking for that quality product, then these certainly fit the bill for that. So absolutely. So until next time, we will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.